James Gunn's DCU finally has its Superman, and it's fair to say that fans are very mixed on this appointment. Hey everyone, welcome back to our movie news. Today we have some very exciting news regarding Superman Legacy. James Gunn officially confirmed who will be playing Superman and Lois in Superman's rebooted film. Today, we will be going into who these actors are, what their roles will be in the greater DC Universe story, and why some are already rejecting them. So for Superman, James Gunn has hired David Corenswet, a 29-year-old actor from the United States. At 6'4", he will be the same height as Christopher Reeve, but he is a relatively unknown actor. For Lois Lane, Gunn has hired Rachel Brosnahan, a 32-year-old actress from the United States who has won 2 Golden Globes and an Emmy. Now, they both look the part, and they did have screen tests together, so Gunn believes they have the chemistry for Clark and Lois. Rachel, however, is only 5'3", so there will be quite a difference in their height. As we know, Gunn is looking to build a new DC universe, one that is connected through film, television, animation, and video games. So hiring younger, cheaper actors makes sense from a business perspective. Also, having Superman being played by a 29-year-old means he has a lot of time to play Superman in the age that best fits Gunn's DCU. This is a long-term project, and Gunn sees David Corenswet playing Superman for years to come, which is why David's age is such an advantage. Superman Legacy will be set in a universe that already has heroes around. He won't be the only one the world knows of, which is an interesting take, one that I think could really help the momentum of the DCU, as we won't need as much time to introduce other characters, as they will already be there. Now, there are fans who are pushing back against this decision, who are upset that Henry Cavill was removed as Superman. Trust me, I completely understand that. I am upset too. He was treated so badly by the studio and then embarrassed by DC Studios by having to announce he was no longer Superman. It's been a really bad time for him and us fans who loved his Superman. And I'm not going to say that fans should move on or just accept that Superman Legacy is happening, because that's not fair at all. But what I will say is that it is completely unacceptable to go after these actors who have done nothing wrong. They've applied for a job and been hired for that job. They should not be attacked for that. Anyone that does that is not a fan in my eyes. They're just toxic people who should be ignored. The other criticism I've seen is fans saying that what's the point in hiring David? He looks like Henry Cavill, so why don't you just hire Henry Cavill? I think that's more of a compliment to both actors. They both look like Superman, so them looking similar means they got the casting right both times. David is 29, Henry is 40. There's an 11-year difference in their age. Those 11 years may not seem as much of a difference right now, but in 10 years' time, you have far more guarantees that David would be able to continue playing Superman than Henry would. Henry Cavill is a much bigger actor. He has a bigger pool and will do larger projects, which also means he will cost a lot more. So with a busier schedule and a higher cost, Cavill would be more expensive to use in the DCU and harder to bring in for cameos or additional photography or even reshoots. You want an actor who is as available as possible, and when using the same actor over multiple medias, you need him to be available a lot. A younger, cheaper actor is what the DCU needs for longevity at a consistent level. From a fan's perspective, I'm upset that Cavill's gone, but I'm also excited to see what Corenswet can do. From a business perspective, hiring Corenswet makes a lot of sense and will mean more money can be focused on the movie than hiring the actors. Of course, the argument could be made that yes, Cavill would cost more, but he would have a larger audience pool, which would result in a larger box office. But I would say that I think the company would prefer to risk having a cheaper, more unknown actor playing Superman and simply relying on the pool that Superman has, rather than using a larger, far more expensive actor for Superman that has been in a controversial DCEU. So overall, I'm upset that Cavill is gone, but I'm excited to see what Corenswet can do, which makes sense from a storytelling perspective and a business perspective. All we have to do now is hope that the story is good and we will have a good Superman Legacy film. But make sure to let me know what you think of this casting news and if you think David will be a good Superman in the comments below. below. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. I hope to see you here again soon, so until then, have a great day. Bye!